like Asha from Disney's Wish, I'm wishing that we have a good day here at the start of the 2024 EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival. Okay, I've never seen Wish, so I have no idea if that's what the movie's about. It doesn't matter, but we are here at EPCOT for the start of Flower and Garden Festival, and actually it's at the end of our day. I am sunburnt, I am dehydrated, so that's how we do know it is day one of a festival. But this is a Disney dining review, so we're eating our way around. Yes, there's a bunch of pretty topiaries. I'm sure we'll talk about that soon. Rhino will take us through the merch, but not today. Today is just about the food. And we ate a lot of it, and we want to share all about it. But before we get to that, I want to remind you this is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. If you like our content, you want to support us, book a vacation through Dreams Unlimited Travel. So go over to dreamsunlimitedtravel.com today and get a free, no obligation quote. This is also brought to you by our amazing Patreon supporters. If you want to find out how to get exclusive Diz Team content, head over to patreon.com/DizUnlimited. Now, just like Asha from the movie Wish, we're going to wish that we have a bunch of great food. Wait, I already said that. Let's just go eat our way around EPCOT today at the Flower and Garden Festival. Yummy, yummy. Stole it again, Rhino.
We are here at Connections Eatery. This is where we kick off the event.
Always.
So many flowers in here, so many gardens.
Actually, there is. They have a little, they're calling it like an indoor greenhouse, and there's like one planter in here. It's very pretty. Back to you.
I was just going to stare awkwardly at the camera the whole
All
time,
right,
but
good.
Hannah,
Fourth wall.
I'm going to let you tell us what you got, what you picked the drink here.
Yes, I did. As one does to start off Flower and Garden, I picked I already lost it, the blood orange hibiscus margarita. And that is some sort of tequila I'm not familiar with.
Termana?
Termana.
Oh,
Termana. I am
we're
that's
familiar.
we are
Dwayne The Rock
familiar.
Johnson.
It is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You're welcome.
The
I'm
tequila that
sorry.
dreams built.
That is right. And it comes with, you guessed it, hibiscus and blood orange syrup and orange juice. Because it's, orange fruit season. This was $15, no change, just $15. All right.
You just look like you had a sloppy mouth.
Okay,
so I'm gonna
well, all right.
That's what I tell everybody when I pour it. You got
Well,
I'm not
okay.
going to say to you, you got a pretty mouth.
It's a quote from...
You got a pretty mouth.
Okay, Sling Blade. All right.
Actually,
Greg is going to get some as well, so let me...
I think that's from Deliverance.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Mustard,
close, yeah.
Mustard and biscuit, Sling Blade, right?
Yeah.
All right, I got there.
I'm gay. Gay like ha ha funny.
Well, which one?
I've seen that movie, John.
Yeah,
I've been telling everybody I was funny this whole time.
you are, I would agree. Well, cheers. Flower and Garden.
How offensive can I be today?
Clink. It's tasty. It's pretty sweet.
Pretty juicy.
It is juicy. I think it's actually pretty good. You can taste the tequila afterwards. Like, it's got a little bit of that, like, bite, a little peppery. And it's not overly citrusy and, like, I'm going to get heartburn kind of way. So I appreciate that.
because I worry about that with blood orange specifically.
I know.
Sometimes that syrup hurts my,
man.
hurts my little ticker.
Let me tell you what, when we were at Disneyland, I got a Paloma with nachos. Don't do that. Grapefruit nachos, can't be dancing with that, all right? But no, this has got a little bit of sweetness. So I think that's like much needed to tone it down. We'll see, like, after I have a couple sips, like, is it too sweet? Maybe. But I like at least we can taste the tequila. So.
And I like that for $15, it was the full-size margarita.
Yes, correct.
Well, we also have a food item here, which is the hot honey chicken sandwich. It is southern fried chicken sandwich with hot honey and pickles on a barouche bun for $12.49. That's a deep cut joke for anybody. I got it in fours because it was easier than three.
That is true.
All right, I'm gonna just grab a piece of this chicken. Well, I didn't cut it well.
So what are you going to have to do?
Rip it and stick it.
Oh.
As my friend Craig would say, I'm gonna rip it and stick it. So this is pretty.
What a beautiful cross section. Ooh.
Keep it in.
Yeah.
If I was able to hold my food not like a caveman.
You did pretty good. You did better than I would.
Are you not having this?
Oh, okay, let's do it. Which one do I want this little one. You want to share in your shame? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
My massive
Well,
overbite
leave me
is
out
not
here to
going to be
dry.
able to do this, okay? Here's for you.
That's our thumbnail. I have some thoughts. I think it's a good piece of chicken. Hot honey? Nah.
No.
It's just like sweet. But you do get like, there is like there's a lot of purple cabbage on here to make like a slaw that I think does give it like a nice little texture, and the pickles are nice. But I would never describe this as a hot honey chicken sandwich.
No, absolutely not. I'm not getting sweet and I'm not getting hot either.
Yeah,
like there's no sweetness, no spice. I mean, I thought the red cabbage was good. The pickles were a nice addition. Piece of chicken's nice. It is a little bit on the thick side with 2 C's. Sometimes I don't really like that chicken sandwich. You feel like you're like really biting into it. But I mean, overall, like I think the flavor's good.
Tis neither hot nor honey. No, wait, that's not what I meant. Tis neither hot.
Am I trash if I dip it in ranch?
No, honey.
All right, let's do it.
You might be wondering what I thought about that hot honey chicken sandwich. I thought it was okay. I could have used more of the hot honey drizzled on it. I'm not sure what brand they used, but it was definitely more on the honey side than the hot honey. The only thing I'm going to take away from it is because it's in Connections, it's not served as a snack portion like everything else is around the festival. You're committing to a full meal there, so if you don't have friends to split it with, it's not worth it. It's just like a limited time menu item that happens to connect to this festival. So I would not get it again. I'm happy we tried it once, though. What I am now happy that we've moved on to is the EPCOT Farmers Feast right outside of Test Track. Not Brunch Cot, like it's right outside of Test Track, but just beyond it, close to the playground. We're not going to film the playground, though, because Rhino will probably get arrested if he does that. So first thing I'm trying here, the veal loin, because any chance I have to eat a baby cow, I'm going to take advantage of that. It died for whatever reason, and you know what? I feel like it shouldn't, its death shouldn't be in vain. So I'm gonna eat it. The veal loin is made with a spring pea risotto, wish I would have known that before, featuring Ben's original international grains, arborio rice, and red wine syrup. This was $8.50. There's a lot of pea risotto in here, so a good portion size, 4 pieces of veal, not bad. This is one of the booths that actually rotates seasonally. I believe the grilled street corn on the cob that has a massive line today is here the entire time, but in springtime, they're gonna change up the menu a little bit here. This is still in the early bloom part. Then summer solstice, it'll change up, and so always rotating, always being fresh. My Lord, it is hot outside. This might be a bad choice. Pea risotto? What is this, The Exorcist? Bad joke. I'm 50-50 about this dish. The pea risotto for me is an absolute winner. I think that's actually really delicious. And with the red wine syrup in there, it's really clicking for me. This veal, I think, was sitting for a very long time. It's really chewy. It's not my veal. My veal, I want that baby cow melting in my mouth, and this just didn't do it.
Also from Epcot's Farmers Market, we got the strawberry rhubarb upside down cake with creme fraiche whipped cream for $4.75. Hannah?
I'm gonna go first because last time evidently you ate the chicken sandwich and I just watched you. Yeah. So now
I'm gonna watch you.
You can watch me. Hopefully it's worth it. Should I eat the edible flour?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's not going well. The pressure.
I'm embarrassed for you.
Look at all this whipped
That is
cream.
the smallest bite of anything I've ever seen in my
Fine.
life.
Let's do it again.
And I've seen people eat caviar.
I like that. It's pretty good. It didn't look great when it came out. I was thinking, because these are definitely a little like pineapple tidbits out of a can, but it's good. Oh, does it slap for you?
Yeah, this is delicious.
It is
It's
good.
like, that cake is really nice and soft. It's got the M word going for it.
Yep.
I'm not saying it, you can.
Gives me a certain je ne sais quoi. A little moist.
It's like...
The strawberry, is there, too. It makes it unique. It's definitely a pineapple upside down cake, but you can taste the fresh strawberry.
Yeah, it has a really nice fresh flavor to it.
Yeah.
And that cake is really popping through. Definitely recommend this. Would get this again.
And for the price, it was what?
$4.75?
Yeah, less than $5. That's a winner for sure.
Heck yeah.
Look at that big chunk of strawberry right there.
Don't
Get
even
that big
save any
chunk.
for Craig. Just keep eating.
Get the big chunk. I'm getting the big chunk.
Freaking chunks.
She called me. What'd you call me?
I'm calling myself a chunk.
What'd you call me?
No, not you, baby. Delicious.
First off, let me say strawberry rhubarb upside down cake. right now, I think that's going to be the benchmark that everything else has to beat for the rest of today, because that was delicious. At least on the dessert realm. We'll see about everything else, but man, very good. So now I'm on to Florida Fresh. It says the walkway between World Showcase and Imagination. That's clearly a mistake because we're standing inside the Odyssey, and on one side of the Odyssey is like the beer flights and like the shrimp. I forget that. They'll talk about that in a couple seconds here. And then on the other side is Florida Fresh, and this is where I'm finally going to get a chance to have my Cubanito. I'm going to see if the Florida Strawberry Shortcake is better or worse than last year's. But the first thing I'm starting with is a grilled warm lobster tail with key lime butter. This thing is $11.25, and the description is what it is. It's a grilled warm water lobster tail with key lime butter on top. And they handed it to me, and right away I smelled it, and I'm like, I think something is wrong with this lobster. And I still think something's wrong with this lobster. It smells pungent. And I don't know if that's like, I've had enough lobster in my life that it's never smelled like this. So we might not be getting all the way around World Showcase today, as I'm probably going to the hospital with some sort of lobster food poisoning. This is a struggle right here to get this out of here. Let me try to remove it from its carcass. This does not, what is going on? Oh no. Oh no. I'm just, this
is a bad car wreck.
I'm not enjoying the experience of cutting this. I'm going to just have to take my own advice. It just doesn't want to cut. I'm going to have to take my own advice here. I'm going to have to just shut up. I'm going to have to rip it and stick it.
Wait, does that have for the shell?
I'm not sure if something is wrong with the lobster or I just got an off piece with it. I don't care for the lobster. However, the key lime butter with it is delicious. So I feel like if I had like that perfect piece of lobster with that key lime butter, I actually think this would be like a really good dish, but it's not vibing with me. I immediately need to get the taste out of my mouth. So I'm going to move on to the Cubanito real quick. It is, how much money here? $6.50. It is a Cubanito with mojo marinated pork belly, ham, Swiss cheese, pickles, and stone ground mustard sauce. It's a Cuban sandwich. I think they call it a Cubanito because it's tiny and cute. It's a little Cubanito. Honestly, there's not much to say about this. It's just a solid little Cuban sandwich. Not overly salty from all the meats on there. Mustard helps balance it all out really well. The pickles, crisp, tangy. I mean, yeah, heck. I would rather spend like double the money and get a normal sized Cuban sandwich, but I'll take it. I'll take it in this small portion. I like it.
So we're here at the Citrus Blossom, which is inside the Odyssey, and we have found out Florida Fresh is also here, so it's a 2-for-1 spot. You can also get most of the Orange Bird merchandise here, which is great. Plenty of tables. It's a busy day. We found one, no problem. I love that. So the Citrus Blossom, if you walk in from the test track side, it's the booth right there to the left. So it's the first one. Yep, right there. Thank you, cameraman Craig. Craig-anito after the sandwich. But anyways, we got the beer flight, and I'm down to clown today. So we got 2 flights, okay? One for you, one for me, T for 2, 2 for T. And so with the flights comes, I'm gonna read them in order. First, because I always forget this, it was $10.25 for these 3 tiny little beers.
I needed to write down. Thank you for reminding me.
$10.25. All right, so the first one, one more thing I should say about Citrus Blossom. This is where you get the new Orange Bird sipper, so the line is pretty long. Yeah. And that's 90% of what people were getting there. So he's cute. They do the Orange Bird sipper every year. I typically hate that little smoothie thing that comes in it, though. Have you ever had that? I don't like it. Unless it's change. But okay, so let's get back to the beer now. So first up, and I know if they're in order this way, Southern Tier Brewing Company, and it's the Orange Twist Imperial Ale. Next up is Left Hand Brewing Lemon Drop Shandy.
Well, I definitely know I have that one in the right order because it's in the middle.
Oh, very good. Look at you. So smart. Stone, next up, we don't know. Stone Brewing Tangerine Express Hazy IPA. Craig pointed out to me I can buy this in the grocery store, implying that I like grocery store beer. And I'm a little offended by that, personally, but that's okay. I'm going to drink it anyways and give none to Craig.
I went with the lemon drop shandy first because I knew
That's
exactly
what
what
you
that was.
wanted.
Yeah.
Okay. I had
It's
a
very
sip of this, but I
lemony.
don't even remember. I think this is the Orange Twist Imperial for me, the one
It's
on the
gonna
left.
go left to right.
Yeah,
Well,
but I
don't know.
flipped my card around without knowing which way the card was supposed to be.
Well, and who knows?
So, like,
they
is
could have
this the
painted
front
to
or
me.
the back?
We
And I
don't-
put my hand in the dessert.
Oh, here you go.
You're welcome,
It goes
everyone.
right
It
here.
goes like that.
All right. Well, how did it taste?
It tasted very light, much like, if you know what shandy? It tastes like a Leinenkugel, like shandy. Very,
Oh,
very light, very
okay.
citrusy.
So which one is this one again? This is the.
I don't know. Southern
This is
Tier,
the-
the orange twist. So I'm gonna do.
I think
the
it's
other one.
Orange Twist. I actually haven't had the hazy that evidently you get in a Florida grocery store, which is not saying much because Florida
Sorry.
grocery store beer is.
This is definitely the Stone Brewing Tangerine Express Hazy IPA because I found that anything that I've had from Stone Brewing can be a little bitter. If you know,
What's that like smacks you in the face like hoppy?
There's a solid.
taste.
There's the Stone Delicious that's on the Baseline Tap House menu that I was always like the one to get. you know.
Yeah. Okay. No, I think
That
actually
one's
it's pretty.
really.
It's
that
very
one
hoppy.
is super bitter.
And
yeah.
I'm not super into IPA, so this one would like not rank high on my list. I'm gonna try the shandy now, and I'm sure it's exactly as you described it.
Oh. Holy moly, guacamole! I was not listening to you very well when you.
I don't know.
When you had the orange twist, but my God, an imperial. Ale. This
It's
thing
an
tastes
imperial
like
for sure.
it tastes like a creamsicle,
It
like
does taste
straight
like
up.
a creamsicle, which I like actually.
Yeah.
Because I think everything today is like kind of more blood orange, more citrusy. I don't like the shandy
I
at
know
all.
I just made a really bad face. I don't think I could drink a whole thing of this.
I think the shandy's even worse.
I don't
Is
think I
it-
like any of these beers.
No, I don't either. Good thing we got two.
I'm gonna
Cheers to
drink
bad
'em.
decisions.
Yeah.
I am too, for sure.
Happy
and give
New
none
Year.
to Craig. Happy New Year.
Finally, I am going to loop back around to me and the rest of my Florida Fresh experience. First thing I want to point out, I was guided in the right way about the lobster tail. There might have been something a little funky with ours. I don't want to oversell it that it was bad, but I was a little harsh on the texture, and I was told that the reason the texture is a little bit more chewy is because it's a warm water lobster tail versus a cold water lobster tail that, like a Maine lobster tail that would be a little bit, more normal in terms of the texture. So I don't want to be, not so chewy. A little bit more, melts around. So just want to get that out of the way before everyone tells me how wrong I am about it, because I'm sure everyone who's had this has loved it because that key lime butter is good, but I digress. The strawberry shortcake, the Florida strawberry shortcake, it's $5, no description. It's Florida strawberry shortcake. Last year, this was one of my favorite desserts, but they changed it up because this year it's being served with what looks like a piece of pound cake and the strawberries and the cream. And last year it was served with like a shortcake biscuit, which that's usually how I would have shortcake. This is not pound cake. So I'm excited to see if maybe they improved it a little bit, but the cake is dense. It's a dense cake. I know that's not a problem. I like a good dense cake. It's a spongy cake. It is dense. It's not like overcooked or anything. This is good. The strawberries and the little syrup are obviously selling it in the cream, but I think the biscuit style was the better way to go. For me, that's what I would prefer, but still not a bad dish. I mean, Florida, it's strawberry season right now in Florida. You either got to get it or you got to get out.
Craig wanted to sit down. He might lie to you and say he didn't, but he said it now 15 times to us.
Mm-hmm.
And that led to me peeking over here at the menu at the refreshment outpost on our journey outside. It is a hot one today.
It is.
So we each got a drink. There were two
did.
drinks on here that looked interesting. And mine was the Sweetwater Brewing Company Half a Gummy Fruit Punch IPA from Atlanta, Georgia for $12. You get it for $12. You get the full pour of the beer. That's why I like to come over here and see
I
what
like
they
that
have.
too.
Because I feel like at the booth sometimes it's like the 9 or 9 something, and it's like it's a little guy. Whoop. This tastes exactly how it's described. This tastes like a gummy bear.
I kind of liked it though.
How did you describe it? Hawaiian Punch?
Actually, Juicy Juice Fruit Punch. I grew up on that, and that's exactly what it reminded me of. So, nostalgic.
I think if you're not an IPA drinker, you can have this beer.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's barely an IPA.
What's your wilted flower drink?
This whole thing. So I basically have deemed myself the Martini Mom, which I don't think is actually how nicknames work, but here we are. So I love lavender beverages, like a lavender G&T.
Lavender haze.
Yeah,
It's a good
lavender
Taylor Swift
haze.
song.
I know. Am I a Swiftie now? So I saw this and I was like, I'm gonna try it. Serving size is pretty solid.
Pretty substantial.
It is. Did you guys say you saw this like poured out of a bottle, like pre-mixed? Okay, so it's a pre-mixed cocktail. Probably not gonna dig it, but this is actually my first sip, so I'll tell you more.
Are you trying to hide behind this little pole?
I think I am.
Did you explain what it is even?
No.
No, I didn't. Pull it back up for me.
Oh, I'll do
Here,
it. I
she's
said
just-
I was going to do I'm sorry. Go ahead, honey. Sip away. Sip away.
Okay.
Jeez.
I will sip while you do my job for me. Thank you.
Hannah got the lavender martini, which is a Boyd and Blair potato vodka with lavender and lemon for $12. Can you taste both the lavender and or the lemon?
I really can't taste the lavender. Well, I
That's
definitely.
what that guy is, right?
Yes, this is lavender. I might wear it in my hair later because it's just so cute. Not really. I don't know that I can taste lavender. I definitely taste the lemon. And I don't know if it's just in my head, but it definitely tastes strong. I don't know if it's just that, like, okay. What do you think? More energy. Give me. I don't know. Is that in my head? Is it the lemon? Is it the vodka? There's something that just like packs the punch when you first take
I
a
think
sip
it's
of
the
it.
lemon. I can taste the lemon. I do taste both, like
Yeah.
lavender and lemon. It tastes a little bit like, I don't know why, maybe it's because you guys just said you think they poured it out of the box or whatever, but now I'm getting boxed wine. Like a Chardonnay.
Okay, well, I don't like Chardonnay, but I do like box wine. Voda box, red blend, all day. It's fine.
Colostomy bag wine.
Yeah, it's
what it
fine.
looks like when
you
you
know
pop it out of the
what?
box.
I'm humble, keeping it humble.
Would you
here
get
at
that
Epcot.
drink again?
No, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't get this beer.
No,
again,
I wouldn't
don't
either.
think
But I mean,
Too
it's a
sweet.
hot day, and I'm glad to have it. So, like, I will say that's what happens to me in Epcot, though. It's a hot day, and all of a sudden, I'm like, I want a frozen beer from
Well,
Japan.
it's
I
the
want to
humidity.
That makes sense now. Craig has been a little on edge today. I'm just getting to know Craig, but he seems a little on edge, and it might just be the humidity. Teaser for later. Just saying. All we wanted was soft serve ice cream. And instead, Craig's buying us cocktails, so that's all I gotta say about that.
We are here in the American Adventure Magnolia Terrace. We got the Bananas Foster's bread pudding described as such. Banana Foster's bread pudding. That's it. I'm excited. I love bread
Last time we
pudding.
had Bananas Foster was at the Scat Cat Club Cafe. We had the beignet version. It's very hot. This does look delicious.
$4.75.
It's a good deal.
Going in for a bite.
All right, let's do it.
Hoping the sun's keeping it warm. This is a very soft texture here. I'm noticing that immediately.
Yeah, it is. And it didn't really necessarily look soft, so
A damp bread.
moist.
I'm gonna say this is some of the, like, texture-wise, this is like spot on for a bread pudding, like delicious. Honestly, some of the best in terms of that texture
Yeah.
that I've ever had at Disney, I think. But
And it
My
has
only
that
thing-
cinnamon taste.
yeah, I
that
like
you
the
get with
cinnamon
bread pudding.
aftertaste. How long,
I like it.
other than it being like the caramel?
And so my first bite I ate with an actual piece of banana, so that gave me that Bananas Foster.
Banana.
Banana.
But
And they're
I
only
guess you don't get that. I don't get because what is it with Banana Foster's? Rum?
rum.
I don't get a lot of that. I don't get that rum flavoring to it. I'm not saying it has to have rum. Rum. R-U-M. Rum. I'm not saying it has that rum flavoring
rum?
in it. But
It has vanilla.
this is good.
It is really good.
I like it.
It's very hot, and unfortunately, we're at the beginning of the festival. I feel like it's only gonna get hotter.
Yeah.
So maybe like take this inside to Regal Eagle and
Yeah.
eat it, because it's thick.
Like me.
Hi.
Hi. Actually, it's Hanami. That's where we just stopped in the Japan Pavilion. And Hannah is modeling very beautifully the ramen cup, which is a ramen salad, shaken, which she'll do here for us.
Not stirred.
In with fresh vegetables, grilled chicken, and dashi broth with chili oil and yuzu. This is new this year. It's $8.50, and it's a cold. It's cold in there.
Right,
Much
and
like
it's
my
hot
heart.
today.
Yeah.
Same as well. So Let's.
Wow.
Look at
Now,
this.
was this is this like you minored in this in college or?
I just went to college, you know.
Ouch.
I was in a sorority. I don't know
did
if I
go
can
to
say
college,
that,
too.
but
was rude.
it was. So I'm shaking it
I
up,
rushed
and
a
it's
fraternity.
not really. Well, that's how the Kardashians do it. They're always, shaking their salads
They're also
up.
carrying 2 purses at once, and I don't think we live that.
That is,
lifestyle,
no,
so.
we do not. I have a
Fine.
backpack
Well,
with
now
me
they're all on the
today.
bottom.
Well, no, that looks pretty good. That looks better than my version.
Are shaking salads like that?
They actually, I think they do. All right, are we doing this?
He knows what I'm saying.
I don't
All
know.
right.
Can't hear you.
Ooh. Okay. I feel like I need to. Man, why
Did you
am I-
say? Did I say there was chicken in here?
Yeah, there is. I saw like 2 pieces.
Yeah, it's on the bottom. Well, it wasn't on top. It was too much for him. On the bottom, it was too little.
The flavor, that's really good. I mean, it's cold noodles, so it's a little strange. But, I mean, flavor's really good.
Oh, good. I got it all over my phone.
Where's the chicken? Oh, here's a piece of chicken. That doesn't look great, I'm going to be honest, but I will eat it. Flavor's good, right? I mean, that's all I can say about it, really.
Did you get some of the lettuce in there? Because I think it's like Swiss chard, so it tastes like cigarettes.
Me too.
You know what? I don't mean cigarettes, but I'm like
I know what you mean.
cigarettes. Oh, I spit right into the lens. Fantastic.
Cigarettes.
It's got a smoky flavor. Swiss chard
Smoky
does that.
flavor.
Swiss chard does that. What does
Oh,
it
I
say?
know.
Vegetables. Oh, is that what those are supposed to be? There's carrots. Actually, I do like that it's cold. It is very refreshing. I wish I hadn't eaten so much of
What was
that
the
one
price
piece.
on that again?
It was $8.50.
I don't feel like it's good value. I would pay $6 for this. And if it was $6, I'd be fine with it. But I think the flavor's good. It's cold, which is nice. I'm pretty hungry right now. We're like crossing into like snack time for me, so I'm like ready to eat. Also, there's some good broth
We've
here.
been eating all day.
I know. I'm ready to okay, none of this let's get one
not shaming
sandwich
you, but it's-
and split into 3s. That's not how I eat.
I split
Okay.
it into 4s.
Okay, exactly. Even worse. Okay.
Yeah, so
I eat whole sandwiches.
These little piggies keep eating everything, not leaving anything for me. So I got a beer. It's $9.50, and it's the cherry blossom green tea pilsner, because as Rhino would say, I am always ills for the pills. And I did have this last year, but I don't think we reviewed it last year because I think that was back before we were reviewing alcohol. This is very refreshing. It is, just light on the green tea and the kind of cherry blossom flavors, but I mean, it's a solid pills. It's a pills with flavor, and I can be ills with that pills, so you stick that and rip that. The Honey Bistro, hosted by the National Honey Board. So really, this is all biased. The National Honey Board's paying for
I have
it.
questions
A complete
about that.
ripoff.
Is that a government entity, a government agency?
What? Rhino will have to explain it to us in a second. But first off, how dare you? I don't remember it now. We'll get it there. I don't know who
Couple
they
questions.
are. Yeah,
One,
couple questions.
what gives you the right?
What gives you the right?
One, why? 2,
Why?
what gives you the right?
Yeah. First, why? 2, what gives you the right? National
Welcome to
Honey
my
Board.
life where they quote
What?
things and I'm trying to figure it out. I got 2 today, I think.
And that's why we get comments saying, can you guys stop having inside jokes? We'd really love to get in on those.
I mean,
I can't help it.
samesies. I know. I watch all these movies. I know these movies.
Too bad. So, Honey Bistro, sponsored by the National Honey Board. Can't trust them. Near port of entry, featuring Pandora Joel. Jeez, I hate this. We got the honey glazed cauliflower for $5 with honey roasted carrot puree, wild rice pilaf, spring vegetables, honey blistered grapes, and sunflowered brittle. So that was grapes on here.
Grapes.
Very
I don't like the
interesting.
word blister. I mean,
Yeah.
I know that's a word used for describing things.
The bottom of
but-
your feet and other areas. So want to paint that picture for Ryan, the feet. We're about to eat some feet
and
here.
these, Yeah, grapes.
Oh
no. Is anything coming out? I don't think it is.
Nothing's coming out. It's
Okay.
fine. I'm going to start with a grape and
No, I'm not. I'm
Start
going
with a
all
puree.
in. No, I'm going with the cauliflower, which you affectionately call
Yeah.
cauliflower.
That's what Ryan calls it. I'm honestly surprised that they didn't also put something about the rice being sponsored by Ben's, because I feel like that's in everything too.
That is true. Also, this little flower right here.
The plating of this is absolutely beautiful. This is probably one of the best looking things that we've had all day, even if it's on the boring side of it.
I thought it was just like
the food.
cheesecake.
Some lady walked past me.
You have toast right now.
And she looked at my plate and said, "That doesn't look like cheesecake." And I'm
'Cause
like,
it's not.
First off, I don't know who you are. Second, why do you just assume I got cheesecake? I don't know. I like it with the
It's
carrot
different.
puree.
Yeah, I do too with the puree. For
I mean,
sure.
obviously, Honey Bistro, it's on the sweet side, but little packets of salt here and there. You know, it's the vegetables are obviously giving it a nice crunch texture difference.
Yeah, cauliflower's
I-
good.
I actually really like this. I know this is probably going to be a little too basic for some people, but honestly, flavor-wise, it's bursting with flavors, and I think this is one of the best things that we've had all day.
I think it's very good. It's unique. This isn't something you could get
Oh, gosh.
just anywhere.
I'm joking on rice.
Well, drink your
You joke
drink
about
your
Ben's,
juice.
and then you all of a sudden joking on rice.
No, I don't know what I was expecting. I always think like now when I see cauliflower at Disney, I think it's gonna be like buffalo cauliflower or something like that. So I didn't even read the description, so I didn't know it came with rice or anything. I feel like this would be a side in an upscale restaurant.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Question: how many buffaloes are decimated when making buffalo cauliflower?
At least 1 million.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so this is the Copper Point Brewing Company's Bees Squeeze Blonde Ale. Now,
Tell 'em what you told the cast member.
I didn't tell her. I asked the question, and I still stand by it. Were actual bees squeezed in order to make this beer? She did not answer me. She laughed in my face. So I have to, actually, she might have said 1 million. I don't remember now, but we just can't, you can't trust anyone here. But it's a solid blonde ale. I'm not really getting any honey with it, which I think that's
It
the
tastes like
point.
blonde ale.
Oh, you already had a sip too?
I did.
I didn't realize
tell
that.
you. I sure did.
Oh, she came in with a snack attack.
I tried to do a snack attack right over there. All I wanted, it's a hot day, and all I wanted
No,
was some ice
stay
cream.
away from the ice cream. There's no peanut butter and jelly ice cream. I mean, we've been usually only like 2 people review the dish all day, but I actually want Rhino's thoughts on as our resident vegetarian of the DIS. So let's get his thoughts.
All right, I'm going in. Got a little bit of everything. The puree. Wait, I didn't get a blistered grape. I think for $5, this is a pretty nice portion size, and I agree with everything you guys said about that. I like the texture with the cauliflower and the rice, and when you mix it all together with this carrot puree, it's actually quite wonderful. I enjoy it. I'm gonna take a sip of your beer too, because your hands are full. This beer smells like marijuana,
Mary Jane.
but does not taste like bees. The end. We are at our final booth for the night. We actually made a stop on the way over here at the Pineapple Promenade for the Copper Point Brewing Company Tropical Hibiscus Blonde Ale, which is new this year for $9.75. How do you feel about it?
I don't get the cheer. Oh, cheer! No. Come
Just the
on.
people on camera.
I
Don't look
like
at
the
it.
taste of it. I'm not getting hibiscus, and I'm not really well versed in hibiscus, right? Like, I don't think I have that many things with hibiscus in it. But like, I get the hibiscus tea from Starbucks.
How many
and like, I'm
times-
not getting. It's been a major feature
Yeah.
of this festival. I feel like it's been hibiscus.
And in your last sentence, because I think you said it 15 times.
hibiscus.
Hibiscus. She's not well versed in hibiscus. I don't remember what
But I
hibiscus
like
tastes
saying
like,
it
but
a lot.
It's a nice light beer enough,
is.
but I don't know that it's not punching me in the face with any flavor.
Well,
so.
and I think price point and size.
Yeah.
Meh.
So our final
Guess I
booth
take another
is
sip.
the brunch cot, and that is biscuit. What we got here was the biscuit and gravy with Impossible chicken fried steak. You're telling me a chicken fried this steak? So- and Impossible sausage gravy. That is new this year for $6.75. I'm gonna try it. Are you not gonna try this?
I am. I'm gonna let you get first.
Oh, jeez.
No, I mean I'm from the South. I deserve to go second.
Mayonnaise.
Come on. Oh, interesting. What is that little chunky bit? What is this chunk? I'm
What'd
gonna
you
eat
call
this
me?
chunk. I'm calling myself that.
I think the gravy is pretty solid. Honestly, I like it. Altogether, it's a little salty, and I'm not well versed in biscuits and gravy the way you are not well versed in hibiscus.
That's right.
But as somebody who does like to try a lot of these like vegetarian dishes and just say like, or I should say plant-based dishes, and just say how good they are.
So I got a couple beefs with this. First of all, it's a dry biscuits. And
No, it's dry biscuit.
I know, I said viscous. No, but it is. And the gravy definitely gives like kind of that, you know, like congealed kind of like gummy almost texture to it. There is
It does have a thickness.
It's thick.
Like molasses.
Yes. And I'm not loving anything about this. I actually do like vegetarian dishes. I like Impossible Brandon Foods, and I have to say chicken fried steak is like a non-meat option is really funny to me because chicken fried steak is literally a fried hamburger patty, and like
Wait, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that
chicken
either.
fried steak is literally a fried hamburger patty, but normally it's like breaded and like fried, and that just kind of, I mean,
I'm glad you said something because
Yeah.
I literally was going to say this isn't a steak, it's like a hamburger patty. So it's interesting that you have a problem with that because I actually, if that is the description you would give me, I'd say the texture's correct. But if you're saying there's no breading, there's no like crust to it.
yeah, I just feel like the fact that it's just like brown, I kind of have a problem with, you know? But yeah, I mean, the flavor's there. It has a little kick to it. The gravy is peppery, which I appreciate. But I mean, I just kind of feel like, especially if you
I would
have
say the
good,
biscuit is like you said, dry and a
very,
little, like.
yeah, it's
So
way
it's like
too dense.
it's not soaking in any of the gravy.
No,
or anything,
correct.
right?
Because
Yeah.
like I've been like flirting with this piece of biscuit for a while now, and
Yeah.
like it just doesn't really sop it up because I think it is so dry. So yeah, I just wouldn't do it. And actually, I was tempted
Save
by
some for
this
Craig.
one. Yeah.
Um,
I'm saying I don't like it, but I've eaten a ton of it, evidently.
Oh, I've been eating it the whole time. I
Flavor's good.
actually think I might like it. Like, I do agree
Yeah.
with everything you said, but that doesn't mean I don't like it.
Yeah.
I feel like for $6.75, this is a pretty substantial portion.
is.
I might give it another try another day. So, anything else today that you thought you like? What was your favorite thing today?
So my favorite thing today, I think, was the strawberry upside down cake.
Yeah, the strawberry rhubarb upside down
yes,
cake from
correct.
EPCOT Farmers Feast.
Which is right around the corner from here. I just feel like that was one of those festival treats that tasted fresh. So it kind of gave me that Flower and Garden taste to it. And I wasn't expecting it like that. I normally don't go towards the desserts, especially on like a warmer day. Like I would maybe not do those. But especially it's across from the playground, which is great. As a parent, you can like get yourself a little something, go to the playground. That was the winner for me. The disappointment for me was, I think everything in the Odyssey Pavilion really that we had, like even the Cuban sandwich I thought was good, but was it worth the price point and the small portion, especially living here and being able to get that in most places? No, I wouldn't say it was a disappointment, but I don't know. So I'm really sad, and I'm sure people are going to hate me for this, but the lobster to me was so disappointing. The portion size looked good. It looked delicious. But again, it's lobster, so it's a little bit more expensive. And it was just the smell of it. Like, I really have a hard time believing that it should smell or taste that fishy. And so, yeah, and I'm sure people are going to say, oh, you should have asked for another one. But, like, that's part of these reviews, you know? Like, we're at Disney World, we're paying a premium price, and that's what they chose to serve us. So that was disappointing for me because, like, especially if I was here on a vacation, spending my own vacation dollars, that would have taken a large portion of my budget today. So that was disappointing. I also didn't like any of the beers from that flight there, and they all were citrusy. They were either lemon or orange, which is like the epitome of the Flower and Garden Festival, and I didn't like any of those either. Okay, so what's interesting for me is I'm kind of new at doing these reviews at the festivals, and when we come and do these, we try to do, I would say, like the new items. So I do have a couple of regulars here at the Flower and Garden Festival. I did not get any of those today. So will I be back? Do I think the food is great at Flower and Garden Festival? I absolutely do. So I do like trying the new items because, again, like that, the strawberry rhubarb upside down cake, I will absolutely come back and get that. I normally maybe wouldn't have ordered that. So anyways, but yeah, I think there's a lot to see here. There's a lot to do. There's like a long list of food items I still want to get. Also, I'll give a shout out to that cold ramen noodle in Japan. I actually usually like everything in Japan, and I was excited to see that it was a cold ramen dish. I mean, cold soggy noodles maybe aren't for everyone. I get that, but I mean, giving me a hot ramen noodle dish this time of year would have been even worse. So, and I'm talking about being hot today, but in reality, it's not compared to the summer. So I just want to give a shout out to Flower and Garden that like normally this is just like peak perfection of weather in Florida. So if you're going to come eat at a table outside, this is like kind of the festival to do it at, because the weather is usually pretty solid. So back to you.
My top things that I would definitely get again, strawberry rhubarb upside down cake from EPCOT's Farmer's Feast. I would get the bananas Foster bread pudding from Magnolia Terrace in America. And I would get the honey glazed cauliflower with honey roasted carrot puree from the Honey Bistro, as well as this biscuit and gravy with Impossible and chicken fried steak from here at EPCOT. I don't think I liked any of the beers enough to get those again. I have to recheck my list to see if there's any left to get. So yeah, there were not in terms of like a drink or anything like that, not raving about anything, but I've liked those food items. I think I liked enough that I'd probably get those again. But I still am left with a list of other things that we didn't necessarily get to try. So plenty to see and do, lots of new food items this year. What about you, Craig?
We actually started our day, Rhino and myself, at a media event, and there was kind of like a brunch in the park back in the UK, and we were served stuff from EPCOT, like their take on it back there, including the biscuit and gravy, the fried cinnamon dough with the bacon on it, and whatever the avocado toast that was on there too. The biscuit and gravy they served us there, I likened to dog food because it was like it looked like kibbles that came up from the dog and was like chunky and gross.
Did it smell like Up Dog?
And it just did it. Rhino just asked if it smelled like Up Dog. What's Up Dog? You got me there. You got me there. I've had a couple bites of this one already, and this is what I expected from this dish, and not this morning. This morning was awful. So anytime people are like, oh, they take care of the media, they give them everything good, that was not the case. But this, I would actually get this again. I think there's a nice little spice to it, a little like peppery side to it. The chicken fried steak is, I think that's solid. The biscuit is dry. That's my only takeaway. You need a more smooth gravy if you're gonna have a dry biscuit like this, so that way it absorbs it up. But it's not bad. And for the beer, you call this hibiscus? I say bibiscus. No, I would maybe get this. I'd maybe get this again. I'm kind of with Rhino. I don't know if I was blown away by any of the drinks except for my standard Pilsner from Japan, the cherry blossom green tea Pilsner. I think that one's solid. But for food today, if you're coming at the start of the festival, I would say the veal loin was a highlight, but that's not going to be around forever, so I don't want to go touting about that. But if you're coming at the start, that was great. They both thought I was crazy when I walked over with the strawberry rhubarb upside down cake. So I'm tired.
It was on my list.
It might have been.
It was
No,
on my
then
list.
Hannah, you guys, when I walked to that booth, and you guys, you thought I was crazy, and I think that was the winner of the day. The cauliflower from Honey Bistro was a winner, and the only thing for me again was the lobster tail. That was a loser for me, and I know everyone we talked to has said they loved it, and I wish we had better. But like nothing I had today was outrageously bad. This felt like middle of the line. Everything we had today was okay. It was between like, yeah, it's good, it's okay. I feel like Festival of the Arts, I loved everything that we had for the most part. So this definitely feels like a step down from that event. And
Did you love that cold
I'm
salmon?
the cold salmon. Well, no, you got me there. Yeah, the cold salmon. We're not going to go down that road. We're going to go. You've never had cold salmon before? Yes, we've had cold salmon. This one was in a jelly. It was disgusting. Leave us alone. It was gross. It's over. It's gone now. But yeah, I felt like today was just kind of I hate saying mediocre. To me, it just all felt mediocre. But I think there are some real winners out here that we will find in the future, but not today, because that's it for today with this Disney dining review around the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival. And I really hope you enjoyed it. I know we're full. And if you want to support us more, book a vacation through Dreams Unlimited Travel. Get a free no obligation quote today at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. get exclusive content from us at patreon.com/DIS Unlimited. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, leave comments, questions, video suggestions, recommendations in the comment section. And if you listen to this, subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and leave us ratings and reviews when possible. But that's it for us here at EPCOT. We'll see you again next time with another Disney dining review. Take care. Bye-bye. Stay hungry.
Yummy, yummy.